Long way, get this shit a long way, hit the long way, long way, hit the long way, 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 shit, long way, long shit, long way, long way, long way, long way, long way, long way, shit a long way. Gotta get the shit a long way, get the shit a long finish rich, yeah. Gotta get the shit along, gotta get the shit. Gotta know what she don't really understand, man. Gotta know what she don't really understand, man. Gotta get a meal, but she don't understand. She be tripping every day, she be tripping every way. But I gotta get the shit along, gotta get the shit along. Tryna get money every single way, tryna get money every single day, yeah. Get money every single way, every day. Every day we gotta get paid, yeah. Every day we gotta get paid, yeah. I'm feeling like we be a new slave, yeah. No, we gotta finish rich, no, we gotta finish rich. Got a new bitch, she don't understand rich. She don't understand, she gotta get rich. She don't understand, sometimes we gotta hit lit. No, we ain't hit lit, we tryna get the long way, yeah. Tryna get the shit the long way, yeah. Cause you tryna wrap up a entree, yeah. Told you the other day that did my phone strong. We gon' shoot the long way, we gon' get the long way, yeah. Yeah, I get the shit the long way. My bitch be trippin' back and forth like a phone way. My name is Tari, I ain't playing games, just a blood Tari. Yesterday she told me that she bout to leave, said fuck it bitch, we gonna get some money. Said fuck it bitch, I'm about to get some money. So what I do today, I want to get some money, yeah. Cause we gon' get the shit the long way, we gon' get the long way, yeah. Back and forth like the pong way, yeah. Man, I'ma get the shit the long way, get the shit the long way. Just the only way today, because they go with shit's crazy. You gotta wear a mask, we the new slaves. We be wearing this shit like every day. We be okay, we gon' be okay. They gon' be okay, they gon' be okay for me, yeah. So we gon' get the shit the long way, we gon' get the shit long way, we gon' get the shit the long way. We gon' get the shit the long way, yeah. Yeah, we get the shit the long way, yeah. Cause we gon' be okay, we gon' be okay, yeah. We gon' get the long way, yeah.
Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome to another edition of Savings Minus Debt. I'm your host, LJ Young. Welcome. Had to get on camera tonight. I didn't shave my heads, but that's okay. We can rock the grays. I don't mind doing it. But anyway, what's up, Andre? What's up, Luminoff? Welcome. If you're new to the channel, my name is LJ Young, and I am I don't even say that anymore. I'm here to share my gift. My gift is that I understand that capitalism is psychological. Yep, sure is. Yes, it is. It's been psychological the whole time. Currency doesn't even exist because you guys are the currency debt slaves as you, and you're probably thinking, who's debt slaves? Who is that? Who's determined that? Debt slaves are people that believe they own things with no money of their own, none, zero, no money to buy a house, car, cell phone, tires, washer, dryer, nothing. But yet they believe they own it or something, right? Now, in their defense, I once was a debt slave. That was me, six-figure earning debt slave, right here. College educated, top VMware engineer, $160,000 a year. Right here. That's me. Hi, that's me. Six-figure earning debt slave. That was me. Yes. Till I woke up one day, and guess who woke me up? The bank woke me up, right? I went to go get another loan, right? Good credit, never missed a payment, nothing. I didn't miss anything. But this time they told me no. The first time I had ever been told no to getting a loan. I followed all the rules, but this time they told me no. I said, well, why'd you tell me no? Well, your DTI is too high. I said, oh, okay. So they give you this explanation of debt to income ratio. You read it and it says, hey, you make this much, but your debt is this much. That's what it means, right? Now, I could have accepted that definition, but I took a step back. I was like, wait a minute. By following all the rules, that is the very reason why I got into debt, because I followed the rules. Then I found Dave Ramsey. Dave Ramsey said, take this calculator and my baby steps, put them together and get out of debt. And that's what I did. I said, okay, follow baby steps, 1, 2, 3, blah, 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 blah. Then I got to the part to where it said, hey, if you pay everything off except your mortgage, start putting away 15% into retirement. I said, whoa, wait a minute, Dave. According to the calculator, if I'm in a mortgage debt, that means I have no money to put 15% any place, anywhere. Nope. That's where I left Dave. I said, okay, that's called business. You better get you some. This is where Dave steers the people to his financial hoo-has, whatever. And then they charge you because they somehow know to break the law. They know how to break the laws of mathematics, and then they're going to sell it to you. That's called business. Okay. That's where I left. I said, okay, I'm still missing something. So I went on my own journey, and voila, I'm here. I got out of debt, freed myself, and realized that capitalism is psychological. You know who the currency is? It's you, debt slaves, you. It's you. It's always been you. None of this works without you. What you guys don't know is debt slaves. You don't know the economy is positive and negative. Okay? You're on the negative side. See, if you put in your mortgage payment minus your mortgage balance equals negative. You put in your car payment minus your car balance equals negative. You're on the negative side of it. The calculator's telling you. It's telling you. It's saying, hey, you're on the negative side. You're on the negative. But you just have to believe it. Once you believe it, you will understand that capitalism is psychological and currency is you, debt slave. And that goes for capitalism all over the world, not just here. The only thing that's different, every country uses their own money. I guess, hey, you come to the United States, we use the green stuff. You go to Canada, we use the different color stuff. You go to Australia, we use who cares? It doesn't really matter, because the main source of it all is debt slaves. It's you. Now, the title of this video, because I've been going along YouTube, man. I'm starting to see a lot of, debt slaves. You guys are confused about retirement plans. You guys are so focused on the future. You don't realize you're in the present. What about today? Right now? What are you doing? Right? You're so focused on when about taxes are going to, will they take taxes now, later? You guys are so focused on the future, which doesn't exist, by the way, the present moment, right now. This is how you create your future right now. You do today, right now, this month, not in the future. You guys are so focused in on a retirement plan, you guys don't see it today. If you have student loan debt, you can't retire. You can't open up a retirement. Listen, you cannot have your student loan debt older than your retirement plan. You can't do that. You can't have your student loan debt be older than your mortgage and still think you're going to save for retirement. You can't do that. You're in the negative. You're in the negative. You can't do that. When you believe, listen, debt slaves, if you believe that you can put money into a retirement plan while having student loan debt, that makes you the retirement plan, debt slaves. You. If you have a finance cell phone in your hand and you think you're contributing to a 401k, you're not. No, you're not. You are the 401k. You know how debt slaves, you guys seem so confused between 401k, Roth IRA. None of it matters before taxes, after. It doesn't matter, debt slaves, because it's all you. It's you. It doesn't matter if it's before taxes or after taxes. You know why? Because you are the taxes, debt slave. It's you. It's you. You think you can go on vacation while having student loan debt? You can't. You can't do that. You got all these so-called financial advisors. Let me tell you something. If you want to listen, if you want to find a good accountant, a good CPA, whatever, right? All you got to do is ask them this question. You walk up to them and say, "Hey, can I invest can I invest?" You said just like this. I have student loan debt. Can I invest anyway? If the professional says yes, you get up and you leave because that's mathematically impossible. You can't do that. You can't. If you have a mortgage, you can't invest into your 401k. You're not getting a 401k match, that slaves. It's you. They're matching you. You're getting matched. You. If you believe you're getting a match while having credit card debt, you are the match. It's you. That's why you guys look for this is so crazy because they do you debt slaves. I mean, you do it to yourself because you're on the negative side. Now you fall for these policies like cash out. They use be your own bank. I mean, they use all the stuff to get you guys on the hook. Be your own bank. What, you guys have no idea what that even means. What do you mean? Debt slaves, listen, you don't even own yourself. You are so far from owning your own bank. Listen, if you have student loan debt older than your children and you start following these people talking about be your own bank, you are so far from being your own bank. You don't even own the business of yourself. You guys are the HSAs, the 401ks, the Roth IRAs, the insurance plans, cash out plan, be your own bank plan, anything that you guys believe you can borrow some money from, you guys go for it. You know why? Because you have no money. It's you. You're the money. None of that works without you. You're all you guys are the retirement plans. You're the retirement plans. Shout out to Mingoism. Thank you for the $10 super chat. Thank you, sir. Hello, LJ. 2023. Everything will be paid off a whole year. Rent, phone bill, etc. That's what I'm talking about. Congratulations. You guys are paying for this information. You guys have no idea how many tax professionals, how many professional accountants are giving you guys investment advice. This is all you got to do. You say, "Hey, professional," you say, "Do you have a mortgage?" And when they tell you yes, you say, "Are you investing in anything else?" If they tell you yes, you got the wrong person. They obviously don't know. If you have a mortgage, you cannot invest. According to the laws of mathematics, you cannot invest while having a mortgage. You can't. That's 100% impossible. But listen, on the flip side, on the positive side, listen, if they actually told you guys the mathematical truth, there wouldn't be no business. That's called business. It's not illegal to tell people things that are not mathematically true. Like when people tell you that you can invest while having student loan debt, that's not mathematically true. That's not true. You can't do that. But if you come across somebody that tells you you can, they're telling you something that's not mathematically true. And this is where you have a choice. You can say, is that mathematically true or not? If you believe the person that tells you that you can invest while having student loan debt, you're going to stay on the negative side of the economy for the rest of your life. That's where you're going to be there until you're dead. When you come on the positive side of the economy, you know for a fact that you cannot buy a house with a mortgage. You can't do that. You can't own equity in a mortgaged house. You can't do that either. According to who? All your friends? If you and all your friends have mortgages and you guys all believe you're homeowners, that's why you guys are friends, because you guys are the negative side of the economy, believing that you can own a house with no money. You can't do that. Look, think about it this way. You see a house that you want. Say like the house is $350,000, okay? That's the sale price. You log it to your bank account. you automatically see you don't have $350,000 in your bank account. So damn, how else can I buy that house? You go down and ask the bank, hey, bank, can I borrow some money from you so I can purchase this house? The bank says yes, but we're going to own the house until you pay us back all our money. You say, okay, yes, deal. And then you sign all that big, thick stack of paperwork. And then you grab your house key and then you leave and tell everybody in the neighborhood that you're a homeowner. What do you mean? You didn't buy anything. You didn't buy nothing. It only takes one day to buy a house, not 30 years. You didn't buy nothing. But yet you believe you did. And also on top of that, for the frosting, you believe you own the equity in a house that you didn't even have the money to buy. That doesn't make any sense. But that's on the negative side. But when you get on the positive side, that's called business. You better get you some. Hey, if debt slaves believe they're homeowners with mortgages, that's called business. If people tell you that you can invest while having a mortgage, that's called business. It's not mathematically true. It's not. But hey, whatever you want to believe, okay? Whatever. Now, you guys probably thinking, what about all these years of me investing into my retirement, my 401k? If I didn't have no money to put in there, how was I doing it, LJ? I don't know. How are you doing it? How are you doing it? If you had, say like your only debt was your student loan debt, right? And say like you had $50,000 in student loan debt, but we turned that into cash like this, right? But since it's going to be a negative number, imagine you have 50,000 of these. These are called negative dollars. SMD red notes. Shout out to Nick Penn. SMD red notes. These are called negative dollars. Okay. These are psychological. I just brought it from my head so you guys can physically see it because debt slaves are very visual. Okay. So imagine you had negative 50,000 of these. This is the only money you had. Now you tell me, how did you invest monthly contributions to get the match in your 401k if this is the only kind of money you had? How did you do that? You didn't. You borrowed the money to put into the 401k. That's what you did. That's called business. You better get you some. You better get you some. Hey, listen, if your phone is financed, that's why you're worried about retirement. That's why you believe in all these people. Hey, get this retirement. They don't know about your money. They have no idea. They're selling you something. That's called business. You are the only one to know if you have any money to even talk to them. I'm not even saying, listen, a lot of the professionals that you guys are buying advice from, they're in debt. They're selling you advice from the negative side of the economy. This is all you got to do, okay? Because this is what the professionals, and they always talk about your degrees. You got to have this right here on the wall. They all do it. That's why they put it behind them, right? This is all you got to do. You walk into some financial tax person's office. You look at their degree because they always put it up there. You look at the year that they graduated, okay? You look at the year that they graduated, and then you ask them, you say, hey, do you have student loan debt? And if they tell you yes, you take 2022 minus the year that they graduated on their degree, and then you got to ask yourself, you about to give me financial advice, and you've been having student loan debt for 15 years? They haven't even taken care of the business of themselves. If you come across a finance professional, a tax professional, and they have student loan debt older than their business, I'm telling you something, okay? They haven't even taken care of the business of themselves. That's a red flag. That's a red flag. That's a no. You don't know. No. 15-year-old student loan debt? No. You just get up and leave. Don't tell them why, because they're not going to understand, because they're going to think that is normal. They don't know. They don't know that they do not know that is not normal. They don't know that. The same people selling you retirement plans and shit, you got to go, hey, you got to say, do you have student loan debt? You making car payments? Is that iPhone? Hey, yeah, that one. Is that the brand new one? Yeah. Did you finance that? You making phone payments? They won't know why you're asking. I promise you, because they don't know. What's up, QJC? Sometimes when I hear them, sometimes I'll go into groups and you guys be asking these questions, just retirement questions, completely clueless. Don't know why, what's better? Is it the 401k? Whatever, somewhere that you think you're going to get free money somewhere, that's where you're going to go, but you don't even know it starts with you. And when I see them, first of all, the people that tell you about these retirement accounts and plans, first you need to know if they're in debt. If they're in debt, you're about to get the negative side of the answer to their question or whatever however they're going to answer you, they're going to give you the negative side of it. But you have to know that. But when they pass you some of this information and then they try to tell you guys, you don't know whether to take the tax hit now or take the tax hit in the future. When should I, what about, I got to pull my money. I mean, they make it so common. I can't pull this money out 55. And you guys you don't have to follow those rules. You could just save your own money and then use your money anytime, any way you want to. You don't have to put it in no plan. Who told you that? Your friends? You know why you guys do that? Because you ain't got no money now. That's why you think that. That's why you think like that. All you got to do is log into your bank account. Log into your bank account. How much money do I have? How old am I? Open the calculator app on your phone and enter the following. Your car payment minus your car balance equals how much money you have to get the 401k match. Negative. Your mortgage payment minus your mortgage balance equals negative. Negative. Now, I understand it's going to be that's a very hard pill to swallow. To look at, you're probably watching this from inside your house that you're paying a mortgage on. And if you let it sink in, you're going to know you don't own the house and never have, ever, since you've been in it, because you didn't have the money to buy it. You probably refinanced it, pulled out some money, paid off the cars, paid off the credit cards. In other words, you gave the bank gave their money right back to them. And you believe you paid off the cars and your credit cards that you're not going to chop up. Even though you take that money and pay off the credit cards, you're not going to chop the credit cards up. You know what you're going to do? You're going to use them again. And they know you are a debt slave. That's why they do it. Get rid of the stuff that can go away, cars and credit cards, and just wrap that money right back in the house. The house is going, you can't take the house. They know that. You cannot take the house. It's there. Once they get you out, that's it. That's called business. You better get you some. Drug Out says, question, if you grow up in a low-income environment, which is not good for long-term, is it okay to want a house mortgage if you can't buy it to get out of a bad environment? Well, what you're doing, Drug Hours, is that you're trying to add feelings into mathematics. That's what you're trying to do. You're saying, hey, what if this situation is this way? Is it okay to do it then? You're asking math. You're not asking a person. You're saying, hey, math, what if I don't have the money to buy the house? Can I still buy the house? Math is going to say, no, you don't have the money. Try to make sure you never add feelings into, if you put it this way, if you ever want to be wealthy, don't add your feelings ever when it comes to money. Don't ever put your feelings and don't think it has anything to do with your environment. the color of your skin, your age, where you grew up, if you were abused or whatever. Math is math. Math doesn't care about any of that. Math. Do I have the money to buy the house? No. Okay. Well, if you still want to do it, that's called financing. Long as you, hey, listen, as long as if you get a house using a mortgage, long as you understand the whole time you have a mortgage, you're not a homeowner. Okay. Anybody ask you, say, hey, are you the homeowner? You say, nope, not yet. That's what you keep saying until one day you get tired of saying that. But I'm here to tell you, like, if you have a mortgage, you can't save for retirement. Okay, you can't do that. You can't get a 401k match if you have a mortgage. You can't do that. I know your friends and the bank and your job says you can, but you can't. What's up, Cosmic? You're welcome, sir. You're welcome, Drug Hours. Yep. A red dollar emotion. Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah. A lot of you guys don't even know what this means. You don't even know what this means. Don't even know what this means. You guys have no idea what you're probably looking at like, what is that? Fake money? No, it's just as real as the green stuff. I promise you, but it's psychological. There's no reason to print it. Okay. And you guys spend this by choice. I'm not saying, hey, rich people are bad and evil. That's all the trick too. That's a lie. That's not true. No, hey, listen, the wealthy are bad. That's not true. Hey, this is okay. Debt slaves. Let me tell you what to stop falling for when other debt slaves try to convince you to spend your money. Okay. Like when somebody tells you about some kind of financial retirement plan, and then they throw in the Rockefeller's name, like really, really wealthy people. The first time you hear that, you turn to the person that said it, say, do you got student loan debt? If they say yes, they're just repeating what they heard, because when they compare them, first of all, there is no comparison. People that are making car payments don't know the Rockefellers. I promise you. People with student loan debt, they don't know anything about the Rockefellers. I promise you. Not even close. Not even close. You catch them, you say, are you making car payments? Yeah. Okay, shut up. Anybody giving you financial advice making car payments? You got to say, no, thank you. Is that the new iPhone? Yeah. You financed it? Yeah. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want to hear no word you said. What's up, Brian? Which say, Cosmic, this is not the time to have the CC debt. Just heard some credit cards are charging over 30%. Jerome Powell ain't playing with it. Hey, they know. Listen, debt slaves. They know you guys are in deep boo-boo, deep. Like, even when I really think about like the student loan repayment things, right now would not be a good time, because that would mess up Christmas. So that was a good plan to say, no, we're going to push it, because believe it, like when it was starting in January, I guarantee you a whole bunch of you guys were worried about Christmas, because if you spent all this money in Christmas, you're going to be worried about not being able to make your student loan payment. So it was probably cutting down. Once that date got pushed, you guys are fat. I bet you guys are foot pedal to the metal going for Christmas right now. Guaranteed. 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 I will certainly abuse them. Oh, man. You guys don't know what I did with these. You guys have no idea what I did. But I want you to see it here first. If you catch this later, I want you to see it here first. What does this do? You're probably thinking, well, what does that do? It proves that there's another part to the economy. That's what that proves. Okay, that's what that proves right here. And guess what? I was doing it to myself the whole time. I was on the wrong side of the economy the whole time. I did it to myself. Nobody kept me there. Nobody. It wasn't because I was black. It doesn't matter because I grew up in the projects in Seattle. It had nothing to do with that. You know what it was? I didn't trust the calculator. They taught me, listen, this is very important, okay? They taught us all this in elementary school. Right? When I was going to elementary school, there was a chalkboard, okay? and there was a number graph going above the chalkboard. 0 was in the middle. Green numbers were on the right. Red numbers were on the left. 0 was in the middle. We said, hey, okay, here's $1, Mr. Young, and then we add a dime. How much do you have? I have $1.10, ma'am. And then, okay, we have $1. Like, we have $1 and change. We take away a quarter. How much do you have now? 75 cents. Going negative. Backwards. And we use money. We use money. So after I got out of elementary school, I have no idea where I lost that. I must have got with some friends or something. Somewhere, something happened to where I thought I could buy a house with a mortgage. You can't do that. You can't save for retirement while having student loan debt. You can't do that. Can't. Nope. You're the retirement plan. Your mortgage payment minus your mortgage balance equals you're the Roth IRA. You're the 401k. You're the HSA. It's you. You know why? Because you can't do it. That's for people with real money. Know the true purpose. You know the true purpose of those plans are? Tax savings. That's tax savings. You can't get, listen, you can't get that anywhere else. Nowhere. You can't get tax savings like that anywhere else. No. Only the government can get you that. They're the only ones that can say, hey, you can pay less tax here. That's the only place you can get. Nobody else can do that. Nobody. You're probably thinking, where's all that money? You know, like it's like this. You know, when you have money in a 401k and then something happens to the stock market, and then all of a sudden your 401ks are lost. You got to ask yourself, then you got to say, then all those statements that they were saying how much I was going to have by retirement is not true? No, it's not. No, according to the stock market, which is also you. The stock market is you guys too. That's you. You think I go to these other YouTube channels with these so-called finance and seeing all the computer screens and the zigzags on the screen? That's all you, debt slaves. I don't need to look at that. All I do is pay attention to you. You're the stock market. You're probably thinking, well, how could that be? Putting your mortgage payment minus your mortgage balance equals the money you have to invest in the stock market. How much money you have? Negative. And if you still believe you can invest in the stock market with negative dollars, makes you the stock market. You're the stock market. You. Why? Because you believe you could invest in the stock market with this. That's the only money that can be spent in the U.S. They're green, issued by the federal central bank. That's the only ones that can be spent here, but you guys spend these. This is if put it this way, if credit could be printed, it probably looked like this. See, if you guys were debt slaves, if you guys were forced to only use this money, you could see everybody in debt. You guys if you're in debt, it would be illegal for you to spend the green stuff. Excuse me. You guys would have it pouring out of your cars and places. As soon as you open the door to your house, it would come spilling out, and you guys would all know who has the red dollars. That would leave people like me open because you would see us pull out green dollars. You'd be like, whoa, wait a minute. Didn't you hop out of that Honda Accord? Yeah. And you have green dollars? Yeah. And then when you guys borrow against the 401k, do you know what you say to your employer when you're borrowing from your 401k? Do you guys know what that means? They know they own you. If you borrowing from your 401k, your employer knows they own you. You know that? Do you know that? You're in deep trouble if you're borrowing from your 401k. You're borrowing from your future to pay for your present. You're in trouble. You're in trouble already. You just gotta know you are. And sometimes I'll hear people brag about borrowing from their 401k in public. Oh, I can borrow $15,000 from my. Are you saying that out loud in public? People can hear. Oh, that's right. Debt slaves don't. You guys can't hear. You guys think that's normal to borrow from your 401k and tell your friends. You guys think it's normal to have two mortgages on one house. Two mortgages on one house says you don't know the reason why you needed the first mortgage. That's what that says. If you have two mortgages on one house, you guys openly tell each other, "Hey, I took out a second mortgage." What? You tell it? You saying that out loud? And then they'll go and turn to you talking about they're investing in crypto and they're getting the 401k match and all this other stuff out loud in public. No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're the 401k debt slaves. You're probably thinking, well, what if I get taxed now? You're the tax. You're the tax. You guys are taxes. You guys hate taxes so much because you finance them. You're probably thinking, what do you mean? How do I find? If you go up to a car lot and you're asking to finance a car, that means you don't have any money to buy it. And if you don't have the money to buy the car, guess what else you don't have the money for? The taxes. You finance the taxes. You better believe the bank is going to jump all over that. They made money out of no money. They instantly made money. You finance some taxes. Debt slaves. Oh, they do you guys bad. Speaking of stocks, FICO, which is a stock you can buy. Wow, doubled since May. Wow. Oh, debt slaves. Hey, listen. I am here to help you. I really am. I'm here to put you to the positive side of the economy. Okay. All you have to do, if you ever want to understand that capitalism is psychological, if you ever want to understand what this means, if you ever just come see me. Come see me. But as long as you believe you'll never pay off your student loan debt, you're going to die a debt slave. You're going to die a debt slave. Shout out to Miss B. Arlene. How you doing? Damn, LJ, stop attacking me. I hear you. I don't slave explain anymore. Conscious debt slave here. Hello, SMD. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. This is all you got to do. Log into your online credit report. Scroll down past the credit score. There's going to be a large number in there. Put a negative in front of it. That is your true net worth. Now all you got to do is believe it. That's all you got to do is believe it. Believe that's your net worth. That's it. That's when you come see me. I'll give you the blueprint on how to get out of that. I'll give you the blueprint on how to get out of that and come to the positive side of the economy. And then you'll clearly see that the economy is psychological. Debt slaves are the currency. It's you. It's you, debt slaves. Now, remember, everything I say, I can mathematically prove, right? So imagine this, okay? The average car payment is $700 a month, okay? The average car payment. So let's pretend it's you. Imagine you're holding this $100 bill. These are both this prop money. Imagine you holding a $100 bill in your hand and open up the calculator app with the other, okay? And put in 100 minus 700 and hit equal. According to the calculator, do you have $100 in your hand? No, you don't. No. Money doesn't exist for debt slaves because you guys are the currency. Here's 6 negative $100 bills. According to the calculator, do you have negative $600 in your hand? Yes, right here. See? This is what you guys have. That's what the calculator says. You have this. This is what you have in your hand. You don't have this. You have this. But this is psychological. This is not printed. I just printed it so you guys can physically see it. This is psychological money. But the calculator doesn't know the difference. The calculator says you have negative $600 in your hand, not 100, negative 600. Okay, that's why currency doesn't. Now, imagine you're holding this $100 in your hand, okay, and we already know the calculator says negative 600. Now, imagine we swap this for $100 worth of gold. Does the calculator change? Nope. $100 worth of silver now. Does the calculator change? No. $100 worth of diamonds. Does the calculator change? You know why it doesn't change? Because it's you, debt slaves. You're the currency. It's you. Physical, it doesn't even exist. Once you understand that, you just don't. Okay, then you come to the positive side. Then you understand the purpose of taxes. Oh, this is why you don't commit tax evasion. Oh, this is why you properly do your taxes and this and that. Because when you do that, really, you're only cheating yourself. When you cheat on your taxes, you know what it says? I don't understand how taxes work. That's why I'm cheating. That's why people cheat, because they don't really understand how it works, so they cheat. The reason why taxes seem bad, because you're on the negative side. Taxes are positive and negative. You're on the negative side of taxes. There's a positive side. Everything has a positive and negative. Everything. Appreciate you, Andre. Appreciate you. Thank you, brother. For what it's worth, I can't ever pass by a new SMD video. LJ always speaks to me. I always gain some motivation from every video of his. Power in the herd. Power in the hard truth. Got it. Thank you very much. Do you guys realize, like, every video, if you're new to the channel, I want you guys to realize something too. Every video I make will always be relevant. If somebody catches this video 10 years from now, it'll still be relevant 10 years from now. You know why? Because psychological capitalism is going nowhere. It's not going anywhere. It's here to stay, because there will always be debt slaves. Again, you guys are the 401ks, the Roth IRAs, you guys are so, check it out. You guys are so worried about the percentages of taxes. And then when I turn to you and say, do you know how much debt you're in? You'll say, no, but you think you understand the stock market. You got to ask yourself, if you don't, put it this way, if you don't know how much debt you're in today, you're the cryptocurrency. That's why you invest in cryptocurrency, because you don't know it's you. You're the cryptocurrency. If you don't know how much debt you're in, you are the cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency is for debt slaves. Did you guys know that? Yeah, that's for debt slaves. What's up, every day? I'm here before you blow up. LJ, SMD, the world. Yes, it is. People can, you know what's so crazy? And it's not even, I'm not even bragging. The people understand that this is rare. There is nobody like me on the internet. There is nobody. You guys can check and see. Ask Google. Ask Google of psychological capitalism. You're going to come up with one answer, and that's going to be wrong. That's not the right answer, okay? The one answer you Google, that's not the one, okay? That's something different. This is different, okay? Google's not going to be able to tell you. You know why? Because it's you. It's mostly, when you get on the positive side, you can clearly see who's giving you the answers. Hey, how do I save money on a house? And then they'll tell you about all these mortgages. You can't save money on a house with a mortgage. Who told you that? You can't buy a house with a mortgage. You can't do that. Who said that? Sponsored by Bank of America. Oh, okay. Got it. Okay. All right. Hey, congratulations to the banks. Hey. You know how long it must have taken to get a debt slave to believe it takes 30 years to pay off a house? That takes decades. Okay, that's decades. You make a debt slave while you're making payments, calling yourself a homeowner the whole entire time. What you never reach, most of you guys never reach 30 years. One job loss, the house is gone. It's like a triangle. You now, when you get a mortgage, you're tied to the bank, the job, and the house. One job loss, they just take the house back and kick you out. And then you're going to realize, listen, owners, listen to the words I'm saying. Owners don't make payments. Homeowners don't have mortgage payments. That's why they're homeowners. They don't. Who are they paying? If they own the home, who are they paying? Them negative dollars. The bank says, hey, you want that house? Yeah, okay. Here. We're going to transfer this to the owner of the house that you're buying it from. Let them know where this came from. And now we own you. Did you guys know that? Mortgages by people, not houses. You probably did. Listen, they own you for 30 years. They own you. The house is nothing without you in it, debt slave. What are you talking about? If you wasn't in it, there's no money coming out of it. So they get you in it, so they buy you. You're the equity. You're the equity, the appreciation, you're everything. Everything. Can you imagine that? Owning some property that you're 100% not responsible for, but you own it and you're getting paid for it. You don't have to have it insured. You don't have to be paying the taxes on it. Nothing. And the person paying me for it is maintaining it, paying the taxes, the upkeep, and the whole time think it's theirs. God. Just saying it out loud, just like, it's like mind blowing. What's up, Nick? Yes. And I did a shout out to you, Nick. I said, he came up with the S&B red notes. This is the money you guys use, debt slaves. This is your money. This is your money. Now, again, you don't have to be on that side. Listen, nobody's stopping you from being part of the wealthy. Nobody's stopping you. Like when you hear the ex-president Donald Trump, he says, hey, I don't pay taxes. You guys gotta think, wait a minute. If you don't pay taxes, isn't that illegal? Yes, that's illegal. So why would he be saying something that's illegal out loud? Because he's saying something that's not illegal. Tax avoidance is legal. Tax evasion is illegal. Okay? But what you guys don't know, debt slaves, the only way you can avoid taxes is you can't be in the negative. You got to be in the positive. That's the only way you can do it. You can't save money you can't save money on taxes while having student loan debt. You can't do that. You can't. You can't save for retirement. You can't do that. It doesn't matter which HSA, this and that, get the match, blah, blah. That's all just, hey, they're selling you stuff. That's called business. I get it. Totally get, hey, you better get you some. The prepayment of the mortgage balance is the highest return most will ever see in their lives. Man, the highest return. You guys, woo, man, when you're outside, when you're on the positive side of it, right? And you see these housing communities going up, they're going up fast too, and they're just packing you guys in there, right? You guys don't own the house. You don't own the land. You got HOAs, and then you got insurance, and you got this much yard, and then you got a committee telling you what you can and can't do. Does that feel like you own something? Come on, man. You can't believe that. You guys own nothing, especially in those communities. All you got to do is this. If you live in one of those housing communities, go ask your neighbors, hey, you got a mortgage? Do you have a mortgage? Do you have a mortgage? 99% of them are going to say yes. That's why you guys are there. And all you guys believe you own something. You guys own nothing. Stop making your HOA payments. Stop making your mortgage payment. You will quickly see that you own nothing. That's called business. You know, when you see your friends on Facebook and Instagram, hey, we're a homeowner, and then they show you that paper key, that's about the value of what they have in there as much as that paper key. Thank you for the money. They all take the pictures like this. The seller's like, thank you for the money. I'm a homeowner. You sure are. Yeah. You guys be posting it too. Woo. Remember, the bank doesn't want the house. They want the mortgagor. LJ, I get where you're going with those dollars. I'm not going to ruin your message. Nice touch. Thank you. Trust me, Cosmic, this is what you're forgetting. They can't hear what, listen. I want you, especially SMD family members. Debt slaves, they don't know what I'm saying. They don't know what this means. They have no idea what this means. It doesn't matter if I say it out loud. They don't know what this means. Even if I prove it on the calculator, which I just did, they still don't get it. That's how it's supposed to be. See how I can talk out loud? They have no idea. Listen, you can't save, I keep saying, listen, you can't save for retirement while having a mortgage. You think they have any idea what that means? You can't buy a house with a mortgage. What you talking about? You can't invest in the stock market while having student loan debt. Yes, I have. I've done it. I've done it with student loan debt. They won't have a clue. Try to explain it to a VP of a bank. He could get it. He could get it even with he couldn't or could. Couldn't get it. Now, if you're new to the channel, I'm gonna put this link up here, and if you've heard me before, you want to ask me some questions. Maybe you think you don't believe what I'm saying. Nothing. I think I got to turn on the AC for a second. It's getting warm in here. Let me text her real quick. Now there's the link. Now since the fresh thing, I got a few people to call me that reached out to me because they've never seen anybody like me or say anything like I do, and that's a fact. There is nobody that do what I do. Nobody. This is most definitely a financial superpower. Believe that. Now, if you're tired of being on the negative side of the economy, this is your time while it's free. Because it's only a matter of time before I blow up. It's only a matter of time. Once they see what I did with the negative dollars, they're going to be like, oh, shit, he knows. He knows capitalism is psychological. He knows. Yeah. And then put it this way, once you see that capitalism is psychological, you're going to look back at yourself and see what you did. You're going to see all the things that you spent money on. Like, gas prices go up. Debt slaves run and go finance electric cars. And that's exactly what they were supposed to do. Because debt slaves, you guys don't know, it doesn't matter how a financed car is powered, electric or gas, it doesn't matter. Even though if you have a financed electric car, you're not saving money on gas. You're wasting even more. You have financed something that causes you to waste more something that's more valuable than anything, the time in your life. Now, you'll drive your finance, so say like you live in California, you'll drive your finance car to a charging station where you wait to get to the charging station. You're probably waiting about 30 minutes. Get to the charging station, then it's going to take you another 30 to 45 minutes to charge your car. You just wasted 2 hours of the time in your life in a financed electric car. Now you say, now if you went to a gas pump in your gas car and the gas station said it's going to take you 2 hours to pump the gas in your car, you would leave. You would like, hell no, I'm not doing that. But you will an electric car? People that buy electric cars in cash, they have superchargers at home. When they're going to pull up, plug the car in the house, plug the car in the garage, and then go in the house. They're not going to waste 2 precious hours because you cannot afford a supercharger at home. You couldn't even afford the car if you're making payments. And you know what I was looking at too? This is crazy. I don't know how I came across this, but I think Tesla finances their own cars. Cha-ching. You guys have no idea what kind of money. Oh my God. They make the cars and they finance. It's like they know how much they make a car for, okay? They know how much it costs them to make a Tesla. And then they see what they're selling for in the market, and then they finance it because they know you guys can't afford to buy Teslas in cash. Of course you're financing them, debt slaves. Of course. We got in-house financing. Oh, man. Congratulations, Elon Musk. It's like a full circle. They make the car. You don't know how much it costs for them to make the car, but then they finance it at the market rate that you guys believe it is. Oh, man. He's going to Mars. Guess who's paying for his trip to Mars? You guys, debt slaves, you. Congratulations, Elon. Yeah. Warren Buffett, Elon Musk, Richard Branson. I'm here. I'm late to the game, but I'm here. Congratulations. Walmart owners, congratulations. Ford, Chevy, hey. Congratulations. Hey, LJ's here, SMD. I'm here. I'm late to the game, 53. But I'm here. I'm coming to get mine. Yeah. What's up, Dorian? Man, I love SMD so much. I could just listen to you talk all day and never get bored. What's up, SPIV? Left my ass off waiting 40 minutes at a charging station with a coffee shop. You better believe, if they haven't done it already, you believe Starbucks. Hey, Starbucks, I hope you guys are already in negotiations with Teslas. All you need to do is set up a Starbucks at every single Tesla charging station. Congratulations. If you didn't think about that, I hope you're doing it now. Congratulations. Even though I know you're not SMD itself, it's an ideology. Yes, it is. SMD is a family. Yes, I'm the founder, but it's a family. It's not me. We got some nice SMD family members, and we got some SMD family members that just don't have time for debt slaves. Okay, they just don't. Those are the ones you guys probably call a-holes. Oh, what a prick. They're probably an SMD family member because it seems like that to you. Because debt slaves, okay, you guys probably don't want to hear this. They bought their Tesla when the charging was free. Oh, congratulations, Elon. Congratulations. To Mars and beyond. Congratulations, Elon. Get them in there when it's free. Congratulations. The financing is worth more than the car. Yes, it is. Oh, yeah, Kanye's planning something big. People are like, oh, Kanye's stupid. Listen, debt slaves, you guys don't even know, okay? When you guys talk, you're talking about a person that makes multi-millions of dollars, billions of dollars, and you're making car payments. You have no idea what Kanye's doing. Nothing, okay? Don't even. Listen, if you got an opinion on Kanye and you got student loan debt, shut up. Don't worry about what Kanye freed himself. Believe that. You got to see something totally different, okay? I'm just saying Kanye because I think Kanye LLC. I don't know Kanye personally. So when I say Kanye, the only Kanye I'm talking about is Kanye LLC. I don't know any other Kanye, all right? The one I see, he freed himself. He got something big coming up. Yeah, he keep throwing out, I'm going to be the president and all this stuff. Hey, yeah. That to me, that sounds like some kind of fake move for me to look over. I'm not looking over there, Kanye. I'm looking right at you, baby. What you got planned? You got something planned. Dumb people don't make billions of dollars, okay? Dumb people don't make billions of dollars. So he's got a plan. Believe that. We will all be seeing it. Believe that. He's free. He freed himself. Freed it. Because I thought about it. I was like, why would he say something? Why would he go on national TV and say something that he's going to get backlash? I wouldn't say nothing like that. That would be completely idiotic, right? But he did. And I was thinking to myself, now Adidas have to let you go. They have to. Their hands are tied. They have to cut ties. You know what kind of balls that takes? You know what kind of, that was probably the only way, because you guys don't even know how long his contract was. That was the only way out of that contract, the only way. Adidas couldn't stay with him. They couldn't. They had to leave. They had to cut ties with him. Boom. He's already proven his shoes can make, if he can get you, listen, if he can get you guys to finance those ugly shoes, I can only imagine what he's going to come out with. He's already proven that he can do it. Of course, you guys are going to buy his stuff. Of course, that's coming. Congratulations, Kanye. You got big balls, baby. Big balls. I don't know if I could have did that, but I don't know what your contract was looking like. Maybe they had you as a slave I don't know. But what you guys don't know is this. Your credit report is your owner's ledger, debt slaves. That's your owner's ledger. You know why you guys are sitting there gazed at the credit report? Credit score. You guys are not looking. That is your owner's ledger. That's how they keep track of all the businesses that own you, debt slaves. That's nothing. Your credit report's nothing to be proud of. That's your owner's ledger, debt slave. That doesn't mean anything. That's why, listen, that's why I'm the only person on the internet that has shown their entire credit report. Why do you think that is? You can go to my videos, type in Credit Karma, and watch me log into my credit report. Ask yourself, how come I'm the only one on the internet in the world to do it? Because you know what that shows you? I own me, debt slaves. That's what it's proof. You can't lie about that. Zeros, baby. Zeros. Exactly. Congratulations to all you billionaires. Billionaires. Hey, I'm on my way. Hey, listen, I understand capitalism is psychological. I'm on my way. I know they are listen, Warren Buffett, Elon Musk, I know debt slaves are the currency. So here I come. All right, here I come. Cosmo says GMAC was known as the gangster finance industry with those car loans back in the day. The mortgage industry learned from GMAC, and GMAC is now out. Man. SMD is a movement. Sure is. It's a family, though. We got to keep it. They're going to start calling it a cult, Nick. You got to be careful, man. What's your thoughts on getting canceled and your bank getting frozen by government if you speak up? Well, I'm not saying anything against the government. So I'm not doing. All I'm saying is that I understand how it works. And I'm on the positive side of there's two ways you can. Listen, young villain. You got to get away from that stuff, thinking somebody's doing something. Somebody's going to stop you from that's all part of the program. There's nobody stopping it. All you got to do is trust the calculator, and you get on the positive side of the economy, and you clearly see the government's not doing. Hey, I did everything to myself. Me. I did it. You know how everybody's scared of the tax man and the IRS agents. Oh, they're hiring 87,000. They're only scaring people that don't follow the rules, that don't follow the laws. If you follow the rules and you follow the laws, you don't have to be scared of the IRS. Just pay your taxes. Once you understand how taxes work, you'll understand taxes help build wealth. If you cheat on your taxes, you're only cheating yourself. There is no other way to explain that. Not only backlash, but his sponsor are off. What are you talking? Yeah, Fugazi the planet. He sure did, man. Yeah, he needs some SMD now. I hope he gets to listen to this message. I think he would understand. They're gonna buy whatever Kanye puts out for sure. He has a cult following. He knows what to do. You know, you got to think about it, right? Sometimes when he's in public, he'll act like he don't want to be bothered, but he pulls up in a Lamborghini with big ass boots that you've never seen before. Of course he wants to be seen. Come on, man. You guys got to stop. He try to come covered up with big ass boots you ain't never seen before. And of course you're going to look. He's got a plan, okay? He's got a plan. Stop thinking listen, you guys, stop thinking he's crazy. Okay, stop thinking that. I know what he looks like. I know he's wearing old bummy clothes, but you know he's got money. Okay, stop it. He's got something planned. Believe that. It's coming. Young villain some have multiple citizenships and passport. Yes, they do. I ain't at that level yet. Cheating on taxes is asinine. Sure is. You probably new to the channel. You probably thinking, what do you mean taxes help build wealth? If you never understood that, that's because you're in debt. That means you're owned. Now, I understand that this is the only red pill you should be concerned with. The SMD red pill. I don't want you guys to get, because they be throwing that red pills out there. You guys don't know which pill to believe. Which one is the red pill? The only pill you should be concerned with is the SMD red pill. That is the one where if you take it, there is no coming back. You're not going back ever. You'll understand debt slaves are everything. You guys are the retirement plans, the stock market, the money, taxes, fees. You guys are everything. It's you. Without you, there would be no housing market. Apple sure wouldn't exist because you guys don't have cash. You guys, do you believe you could buy an Apple phone in cash? No, 99% of you guys can't. So they wouldn't exist. It's called business. I get it. Whatever. Congratulations, Apple. They got people on iPhones that would never leave no matter what Apple did. They just took away the headphone jack, and then they said, "Hey, you ain't even getting no power. You ain't getting no power brick no more to even charge the phone that you're gonna finance from us. Not only are we gonna make you guys, God damn, Apple's making so much money as I'm saying this out loud. Oh my God! Congratulations, Apple. They make you finance the phone. They make you finance the power brick to power the phone. And then make you finance oh my God, congratulations, Apple. God damn. You know what's so crazy? This is all you had to do. Say like all the Apple users, they had the iPhones, and then all of a sudden they said, hey, we're taking away the power brick. And if all you guys said, no, you know what they would have said? Okay, we're putting it back. You guys still get it for free. But you know what you guys said? Hey, we'll pay for it. We'll finance that too. Of course you are. Of course. Oh, man. When I say this stuff out loud, and then I look and see what they do, guess who's going to follow? Samsung. It's coming. Because you got to remember when iPhones was the first one to come out with slick ass phones that'll slip out of your phone and bust? Income phone covers. Samsung used to put a grippy thing on the back of their phones at first. It was cool. So I didn't really If you wanted a cover, cool. But if you was really good with your phone, you knew it wasn't going to slip out of your phone. Guess what Samsung did? Went to slippery phones. Guess what you got to get? Covers. Congratulations, Samsung and Apple. And somebody was probably thinking, hey, you know what though? When we put the covers on, man, nobody can tell our iPhones are different. Change the camera lenses. Every year we come out with a new phone, we change the camera lens so everybody will know. Everybody can tell if they got the new phone or the old phone by the camera lenses. Congratulations, Apple. Now, when you have a cover on, it won't matter because they'll look at the lens and say, oh, that's the iPhone 14. Look at the lens. Oh, man, it's business, man. You better get you some. You better get you some. Invisible. It is. It's psychological. It's a psychological pill. You know, The Matrix, when you watch the movies, you got to remember, The Matrix is trying to show you something that is only psychological. Okay? It's only psychological. So if you see him run up the walls, you know that's the psychological part. Even when they show you the pills, those are psychological pills. What the red pill is, it's really on the positive side of the economy. The blue pill is on the negative side of the economy. You guys are taking the blue pill. If you believe you're a homeowner with a mortgage, you're taking the blue pill. If you think you bought a car on sale with a car loan, financing it for 84 months, you've taken the blue pill. If you believe you own the equity in a mortgaged house, you've taken the blue pill. You swallowed the blue, and you swallowed a whole bunch of them, like a ton, and you're only supposed to take doctor prescribe. Yeah, you can't take too many of those. If you don't have a plan of execution for 2023 yet, there are 24 days left. This is not the time to blindly drift through. You know what, Cosmic? Debt slaves, they don't know what has happened since 2020. They have no idea. And Andre and I was talking about this. For the life of me, I was wondering, why are there so many available jobs? And I forgot about all of the delivery jobs. You guys have had a chance to no longer be locked in a building. Work when you want to work, to deliver food and stuff whenever you feel like it. You guys it's almost a simulation of freedom. It's not freedom, but it's sort of freedom because you guys are not locked in a building. You don't have to report to a boss. So you guys are doing that for money. But what you guys are not doing is you're not paying your taxes. Some of you guys have been driving for Uber and Lyft and dropping off food and never paying taxes for years. That's why they've hired so many IRS agents, because of what you guys do. 2020 has changed everything. This is the era about delivery. Soon there will be 24-hour delivery. Guess who's going to be taking the night shift in the night shift deliveries? People that are deep in debt. You guys are going to be delivering stuff in the middle of the night. 24-hour delivery is coming. Believe that. That is coming. Have you noticed your packages are getting to your house later and later and later? 9 o'clock. I've had a package dropped off at my house 9 o'clock at night. Who's doing that? Somebody in student loan debt? That's what somebody's doing that. What's up, Nicer? Ulysses? Man, I've been enjoying these 2 years. People are still distracted and missing out from me. Yes, they are. They right now, it's going to take, and this is just my opinion, but it's going to take debt slaves probably the next decade to realize that things are never going back before 2020. Those days are gone forever. That's gone. Now, when you guys get nervous about All these electric cars getting on the road, trucks and cars driving by themselves. What about all the jobs? Let me help you understand something. The economy cannot work without people. So it really doesn't matter how many robots they build, how many cars they make drive by themselves. Humans are the only ones that consume unnecessarily. Humans make the economy go. It cannot work without us. What are you guys going to be doing? Delivering shit. Now that you guys can deliver something, get the money, spend it, I can only imagine how many of you guys are going to be so far behind in your taxes. Oh, man. And then they're going to charge interest on that. Ooh. And if you're young in your 20s, oh, my God. You guys are going to be owned in your 20s. Because you guys think it's fun and games right now. You guys think you're young. Oh, I'm going to give me a quick 100 real quick. Let me just do this delivery, drop off, Uber, blah, 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 and not pay no taxes. And probably start thinking like, oh, I'm small. I don't really make that much money. You're going to start convincing yourself that they're not going to come after you. You're not making that much money. You're the tiny guy. Oh, I've been getting away with it for the last 4 years. They ain't talked to me yet. Let me help you understand something. They got up to 10 years now to come get you. So say like you are 25 and you've been doing deliveries for the last 4 or 5 years and you haven't paid no taxes. You finally land you a good job, a steady job. You're into the new job about 3 years. Okay. All of a sudden, you're coming up on the 9th year of you stopping from paying your taxes, and all of a sudden you get a letter in the mail. Hey, back in so-and-so years, you work for this company, because you better believe the companies that you're working for, they're reporting their earnings to the IRS. That's how it works. That's what you do. That's how it works. And then when they send you the letter, you're probably going to be thinking, oh, that's old. I'm just going to ignore it. But you don't know, right? You're going to be moved on with your life. Maybe you had started a family, have a baby and a kid. You think you've just moved on. They come, hey, yeah, we sent you a letter. And we sent 3 actually. And you didn't respond. So we showed up. Okay. Oh, yeah. Hey, those are frozen. Yeah, don't worry. Go and log off. We took that. We froze your accounts before we came. Yeah, but you guys don't. Yeah. Anyway, you got the money? We just like to ask because we know you don't. We just looked at your credit report. Yeah, you ain't paid nothing to nobody. But you gotta pay us. Yeah, you're gonna lose your freedom. Okay. All the people you owe, they got to get behind us, right? We're first because we can take your freedom. So what you gonna do? Oh, you're gonna be making payments for the rest of your life with interest? All right. Well, we own you. You guys know that when you don't pay your taxes and you're still working and year after year, you're selling yourself. You're selling your freedom. You can't just go, hey, I didn't know. Yes, you did. What are you talking about? Yes, you did. You know, tax evasion is illegal, right? Yeah, that's considered tax evasion. And if you're owned starting in your 20s, I remember when I went to go get my business license, right? And when I went into the office, there was a line in the tax office, right? Where you make your tax payments. I looked up at the sign, it says tax payments here. Monthly, people are making monthly payments on their taxes, yes. People are making monthly payments on back taxes with interest. With a brand new car outside where they're making payments on. And you owe taxes and you finance the car? I couldn't believe it when I saw it. And it was a line of people. I was like, damn. I'll never be in that line. No, I'm never going to be there, ever. Ever be there. Oh, man. No. Man, speaking of deliveries, Uber is now doing rental cars in my area. They will deliver the rental car from Avis or whoever to my, oh my God, they're killing the game. Guess who's going to be delivering those cars, death slaves? You. You're going to be delivering cars, food. You guys are delivering everything. Why do you think they're starting to build grocery stores next to neighborhoods? Have you noticed that? Have you seen all the things? That's the only way they can compete with Amazon. Hey, forget it. We're going to put our store in the neighborhood. That way Amazon can never deliver faster than us because we're going to pay people on bicycles just to drive it to the neighborhood. Amazon can't get you your package no faster than that. If their store is in the neighborhood, they can get your package. They can get whatever you're ordering to your house in under 30 minutes. Amazon can't do that. Like the Meta commercial, they do it in the open. Best place to hide it. In the open. I haven't seen the Meta commercial. I haven't seen that. Just business. You better get you some. You know how many, listen, you know how many people believe they're homeowners with mortgages? Millions of people. Millions. You know how many people believe they own rental property with a mortgage? Millions. Here, let me this is what, okay, death slaves, this is what you guys believe. You take out a second mortgage on your personal house, take that money and put it down on a rental property and get a rental mortgage, okay? And then you put a renter in that house and think you're making cash flow. You got 3 mortgages. You got 2 mortgages on one house and 1 on a rental property. You are so far from cash flow. What are you talking about? You about $750,000 in debt. What are you talking about? And you think you put a renter in a mortgage property and you believe you're going to get paid before the bank when the bank bought the property? Oh my God, death slaves. Come on, man. Oh, death slaves. Half of these big gurus, this is what they're taking advantage of the fact of you, debt slaves, when they say, hey, I love debt. Debt does this. Debt makes me rich. Debt. They're talking about business debt, debt slaves, not personal debt. Business debt. They don't say the difference because you guys don't know the difference. You guys don't even know to ask that question. Hey, Robert, are you talking about personal debt or are you talking about business debt? Of course, Robert's going to have to say, oh, business debt. That's what he's going to have to say. There is no other answer. Because personal debt is bad. Business debt is not bad. Okay? Even calling debt bad is wrong. Debt is debt. It's not good. It's not bad. It's just debt. Okay? It's just debt. Anybody who come up, a lot of gurus say, hey man, there is some good debt and then there's bad debt. You leave, click off. As soon as you hear them add their feelings, there's good debt versus bad debt. No, goodbye, click. You about to get an answer from the negative side of the economy. That's what you're about to get. All right. Any questions about the title of the video? Anybody out there thinking they've been contributing to their retirement plan while having a mortgage? Is your student loan debt older than your retirement plan? You know, You know, so crazy. When you see like the homeless is starting to get worse. It's starting to get bad, right? Have you noticed that? Now, TV will make you believe that the people that you see are homeless is because of drugs. No, that's not. That's what they're showing you, but that's not the main cause. Some of those people are people that didn't wake up. They thought they owned stuff the whole life, thought they was putting away money in retirement. They thought they owned they thought they owned the home that they had, and then they lost their job that they had for 20, 30 years, and then they figured out they owned nothing because they couldn't pay for it. Guess what? Now they're living on the street, not because of drugs. Maybe now because they lost everything. Hey, F it. Now I'm gonna do drugs. Maybe it comes after the fact. Fresh said there's good debt and bad debt in their last video. Hey, listen, let me make sure you guys understand what I say when I say it. I'm saying it from a psychological perspective that debt is debt. There is not good or bad. But on the negative side, in debt slave and the debt matrix, you have to say that to sell. What calling debt good or bad, that's how you sell stuff. Hey, a mortgage is good debt. Says who? You? Not to me. It's not good debt to me. You have your own brain. Just because somebody says a mortgage is good debt, that's them. You don't have to say it's nothing, it's debt. This is what people like. Here's for you youngsters, the people, hey, stop throwing away money on rent. The next time you hear a person say that, you turn to them and say, do you have a mortgage? And if they say yes, you go, you think to yourself, they just sold the next 30 years of their life for a house. They're going to have a relationship with the bank for the next 30 years of their life. No, thank you. Yeah, I'd rather rent. I'm not going to sell the next 30 years of my life for a house. No, thank you. No, I don't care what you say. So what? Throwing away money on rent. Hey, whatever. That's called slave-splaining. You're welcome. And again, Sean Fox, there's telling people that, listen, telling people that they can invest while having student loan debt is how you sell. It's not illegal to tell people things that are not mathematically true. That's up to you. When Dave Ramsey says, hey, when you get down to your mortgage, put 15% of way into retirement. That's not illegal to tell somebody that's something that's mathematically impossible. That's not illegal. That's how you sell. That's called business. And when you hear that, when you hear somebody that says, hey, I own 9 houses, how do you know that? And listen, I'm not even saying that he doesn't. I'm saying you got to know 2 things. First, you got to ask the person, what is your definition of own? Did you buy it in cash? No? Oh, you financed it. Oh, okay. Well, you don't own it. Who cares if listen, this is what you guys got to understand. When people tell you that they own property, this is your first question you need to say. Did you buy it in cash or did you use the bank? If they use the bank, they don't own nothing. It doesn't matter what they say. It doesn't matter. Just look at the calculator. It doesn't matter what you say. The calculator says you own nothing. Hey, I'm getting a tax break. Oh, listen. They'll tell you to go get a house, and then you get these tax breaks. So let me get this straight. I should go into a business. I should go into $300,000 of debt to get a tax break. No, thank you. No, no, I'm not going to do that. No. Mm-mm. He says he is saying make your own decisions and be accountable about what you believe. Yeah, everybody can believe what they want to believe. That's not even in question. What's up, Cosmic? Can you hear me?
Hello, LJ, and thank you.
Hello, how are you?
Can you hear me?
I can.
I'm good. Thank you for the Wednesday stream. It's a pleasant surprise. Much appreciated.
Yeah.
I did want to give a tip of what I observed personally, and maybe it'll help some people. If you're at stores, they're not grocery stores are at a point where they're not even following their own policies for markdowns.
What do
And
you
the
mean?
only reason why I know, uh, like for example, in the dairy section, pay attention to the expiration date.
Mm,
And each grocery store has their own rules, but for Kroger, for
mm-hmm,
example, if you look at the expiration date and it's within 3 days of expiring, it should
mm-hmm,
be marked off. And when I say marked off, that's a 50% markdown.
mm,
Um, there are rules in the deli section too. What I've noticed in the past month, Kroger has stopped marking stuff down. They're selling it at full price because most people don't know the rules of markdowns, but I do.
mm.
So I encourage you all to, when you go to the grocery store, chat up people in perishables, produce, dairy,
Mhm,
deli. They all have rules for markdowns. I
mm,
used to manage retail, keeping things in stock, which is why I know these rules. Most
mm.
people don't know these rules. So they will sell it to you at full price. If you don't know the rules, you're paying 50% more for things that you
I always
shouldn't.
look at the dates.
This,
I got a habit of looking at dates, though.
yeah.
I do,
So when
for
you
sure.
look at the dates, and if it's within 2 to 3 days off, do not pay full price. Like I've had to tell them, like, hey, look at the expiration date. Isn't it supposed to be marked down? They're like, you're right. This is supposed to be marked down. I even told, because they didn't tell me, they was like, well, what price do you want it to be? And I told them
Mm,
how much if I wanted it for.
mm,
And I got it
mm,
for 75% off.
mm.
So, if you guys have kids who eat a lot of cereal and you go through a lot of milk,
Right.
I'm seeing companies, and this is when I know it's really hard out here, because think about it, LJ, they know it should be 50% off, but they still getting full price for it.
Right.
You
Making it for
see what I'm
2020.
saying?
They're making it for
So,
2020.
because they exactly.
Mhm.
So I'm telling you guys this to go when you go to the grocery store, just chat up the grocery store workers and learn the rules of markdowns at whatever grocery, because they're all have rules. They may differ, but my food costs have went down because I will literally go and tell them to mark it down. And sometimes they'll ask you what price you want on it. Then I tell them,
You
which
gotta
is
have
even
patience for
lower,
that. You
right?
gotta have patience. You gotta have patience for
Huh?
that. I don't got that kind of patience.
You do have to have patience for it, and it's funny because everybody who's ran like retail at like a national or a regional level, one thing we all have in common is that we take our time at the grocery store because we all know the rules of the game. We get all the savings.
No,
Like
I get it.
my manager, she used to get everything. Did she need to save? No, she ran half the world, but she still wanted her savings. So
Fun
if
for
you
people. That's
have
fun.
time, and if you're, especially if you got lots of kids and you have really high grocery bills, it's worth the time. So
Mhm.
just wanted
Right.
to throw in a
Agreed.
tip
For sure.
as we close out 2023 because I'm seeing
2023.
retailers are not following their pricing policies anymore because they know you guys don't know the rules. So it's people
Mm-hmm.
like me. How many people are gonna come in and tell them like you're supposed to have this 50% off?
Not many.
That's so they're like,
Well,
yeah, not me.
a lot of people would be too proud to be doing that. They would think, oh, it ain't nothing. It's just money. I'm just gonna do that.
Man, I've been getting stuff 50 to 70% off for the past month. I have
Wow.
I have no shame in putting my groceries significantly lower. So it's up to you. You guys can, now that you have the information, you feel free to use it or not, you know. But that's just a tip to close out this year. That's all.
I appreciate it. Thank you for the tip. Much appreciated, Cosmic.
See ya.
All right. I like that. See, stuff you don't even really know that you pay. Then you're like, wait a minute, that's true. Damn. This right here. This is going to be the not going to be. This is the signature for SMD. You guys, because debt slaves, you guys have no idea what this does. How can I say this? This is probably the only thing that proves the psychological exists. This is probably the only thing I can think of that can prove that. And you get to be there. You get to be there. All you got to do is just trust the calculator and say, I believe it. And then you can come on over and like, oh, shit, damn. I own nothing? No. You mean when I financed that dog, not even a dog was mine? Nope. I've been in this house for 10 years. Is it mine? Never. Never has been. Nope. Mm-mm. What about all that equity being my friends and everybody talks about? Doesn't exist. That's just a word that the bank made up. Sorry, equity is nothing. Equity is not money. Debt slaves believe equity is money, but it's not nothing. Equity is them, debt slaves. You're the equity, debt slaves, is you. You're the equity in the house, debt slaves, it's you. When you go finance a rental property, it's you. You're the rental property, it's you. The bank don't care how you pay them. You can say you put somebody in it. You can tell everybody you're profiting. You can tell everybody you're cash flowing. You can tell everybody that you own it and you own all these properties. Who can? If I was the bank, listen. Say like I was the bank that you borrowed the money from. I would not care if you told all your friends, your podcast people that you owned all this property. I wouldn't care as long as you're making the payments. I don't care what you tell your friends. I wouldn't care. Whatever. Hey, LJ, hey, man, you know that building you own downtown? Yeah, this dude saying he own it. So what? Hey, whatever. I don't care. He's paying me. I don't care what he tell his friends. I own it. You guys need to learn that. When people tell you they own something, you got to say, how do you own it? Because debt slaves' version of own means financing. If you have a mortgage, you own nothing. You own nothing. Okay? Listen, you're a loan owner, not a homeowner. You own a loan. Your mortgage payment minus your mortgage balance equals loan owner. If you see a large negative number, you own nothing. If it's not mathematically true, everything is psychological to you, debt slaves. Everything. What about all that money I've been putting in my retirement plan? No, it's not there. Nothing's there. Nothing. You see when the stock market did a flip-flop and also your money disappeared? You know why it disappeared? Because it wasn't yours. Say like you had $100,000 in the bank account and then the stock market did a flip-flop. Guess what you have in your bank account? $100,000. You're the 401k debt slaves, you. They were selling expired items. Wow. All right, well, I'm gonna get off here then, if there's no questions. Thank you, Cosmic, for jumping on. Much appreciated. Hope you guys are getting it. I know I hate to break your bubble. You think you got a retirement plan, but you don't. If your student loan debt is older than your retirement plan, can't do that. If you thought you was getting a match while having a mortgage and credit card debt, they're matching you, debt slave. You're the match. You. What else? 401k, HSA. How many of you guys ever maxed out? Now, let me tell you, debt slaves. When debt slaves say max out a 401k, they're talking about get the match. They're not talking about maxing out $20,500. They're not talking about that. Debt slaves will never. I guarantee you, you will find now. Good luck on finding a debt slave that will have ever maxed out a 401k at $20,500. Go find somebody in your life that has a 401k and say, just how you say it. Hey, did you max out your 401k? They're going to say, oh, yeah, I got the 3% match. You're going to say, no. I mean, the $20,500. Did you max that out? Oh, hell no. I ain't got that kind of money. Are you crazy? 20,000 in 1 year? No. This is what you got to think, debt slaves. Because I know you guys think it because I thought it when I was a debt slave. I used to look at my 401k. And when I heard the limit, hey, back then it was like 19.5 or something like that, right? I was like, who in the hell got $19,500 to put in a retirement account in 1 year? People not in debt. Before I left my job, I did it for the first time in my whole career, making six figures. The one time in my whole career, I maxed out my 401k for the first time. You know what the match is, debt slaves? That's just to entice you guys to participate. As long as you guys believe that you're getting money for free, hey, don't leave money on the table. This and that. There's no money on what table? Where? What table? What table? There was not even a table. What are you talking about? There's no money anywhere, debt slaves. You're the match. You're the match. Yes, I do. SMD is about to blow up next year. Believe that. Yeah, next year is the year, if not before. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? There is nobody like me. Nobody. You cannot find anybody like SMD on the internet. Nobody. Go look for them. Go find me. Nobody. Nobody. You will never. Let me get this straight. You will never see this anywhere. See that? SMD red notes. You won't see this anywhere because nobody else understands what this means. You're looking at something that's psychological. This doesn't exist. I made it exist. It's here. See? This is what you guys spend. This is credit. This is a mortgage. This is a car loan. This is the money you use to invest in your retirement accounts. This is right here. This. Because you're on the negative side. When you're on the negative side, this is what you guys use. This. You're never going to see it anywhere else. This is what you guys spend. Next year, SMD is going to be, hey, listen, SMD is going to be big next year. It's going to blow. It has to happen. It has to. One day, enough people are going to come to the channel and say, damn, he's right. There is nobody like him. And everything he's backing up with math, and nobody's challenging him and nothing. No, ever. Do you guys know, before I go, do you guys know if you came over and joined the SMD family, do you know there's 99% of people on the world will never be able to financially fool you? Do you understand that? Nobody. Very few people. Once you understand capitalism is psychological, nobody will be able to fool you, especially a debt slave. Nobody. There's very few people on earth that will be able to fool you, financially fool you. No doubt. Thanks, everyone. LJ, you made my night. Much appreciated. What'd you say, Andre? So long as he doesn't try to give those red dollars. Oh, what is that? At least. Oh, okay. At least he will have cash. Green ones only. You cannot borrow your way to prosperity. You can't. You can't borrow your way out of debt, slaves. All right, I'm getting out of here. I've had enough for tonight. Throat's all getting dry. All right, you guys have a wonderful night. See you later. All right, bye.